You know, the thing with Meghan is she's always in her own mind one step ahead. You know, when you know more, as I do, and a lot of the things that have not been printed about that ongoing Vogue magazine debacle, you do kind of think to yourself, why would anybody want to continue to work with such a diva? And I'm not being unkind, you know, I've worked with many, as I've said on many occasions, but eventually, you know, the tap runs dry and people simply just turn away from you. And many might suggest that's exactly what's happened now with Meghan and indeed her Vogue ambitions. Really, you know, Vogue magazine isn't what it was, despite the Anna Wintour being at the helm. It literally is given away. Many offices that I go to, work in, etc., they're there free. I don't understand why anybody would actually buy the magazine anymore, particularly at such an extortionate rate. And who can afford the clothes? And why do we need all that hectoring and lecturing? As we saw recently with, apparently this is Vogue, you know, the biggest beauty Bible in the world. And they have this on the front cover, the actress Bella Ramsey. I'm not saying anything other than, does it really say glamour to you? Is this aspirational? Possibly not. But Meghan, you see, had her eye on this particular idea. As ever, let me explain. Morning, chums, lovely to see you. Thank you so much for joining me today. In the very heart of a wet London here, so I thought I'd just take some salvation in this beautiful park. It's nice, isn't it? Yes, there's a fountain there, can you see? Yeah, it's not bad. Very posh area though. Oh, to live here, yeah, you'd need a lot of money, yeah. And the thing, what I find interesting is, and I don't mean this unkind, but this, you know, the normal supermarkets that you and I would go in, right? And well, I know I'm not, no, I know you're posh, but you know what I'm saying. And the thing is, with these people who've got £5-10 million flats, do they really go to these sort of supermarkets? I think they would just have them delivered. But as one source told me inside the supermarket, yes, but they all like to pop in for the Prosecco. Yeah, you see, that's what keeps these things afloat. It's a little bit like what kept this afloat for Meghan Markle. As we now know, she's decided to take her foot off the gas regarding the As Ever brand. And well, you know, she now wants to do something totally different. Reread that as it's a failure, CEO's not interested, she's got bored of it, now, you know, let's move on. And as we now know, she's decided that she wants to move, and potentially already stating this as a sort of plot, if you like, into the world of fashion. And the reason why she wants, stop it. I mean, the thing is, when you look at the fashions that Meghan has unveiled, particularly at the Time 100 thing, you kind of think to yourself, is she doing this for attention, or is it for a joke, or does actually she think this is a good look? And I'm not being unkind, I know nothing about fashion, but what I do know is it looks sloppy. When you look at, say, a trouser suit worn by, of course, Catherine, the Princess of Wales, it looks sleek, ironed, elegant, you know, and she looks in command of it. As you know, the Queen wasn't a fan of any of the royal ladies wearing trousers. Didn't think that was the right look. I'm with the Queen, but there you go. Now, what's interesting is this. Meghan, you see, of the whole sort of debacle of As Ever with Love Meghan, all of that sort of stuff. Well, here's the deal. You see, the bottom line is the one thing that actually did start to make some money on that website, well, not a website as such, but on her Instagram, was a link to the clothes. That saw an upturn. I know, amazingly. You know, who'd want these clothes? But apparently somebody does. And so that's what's given Meghan and her team the idea that perhaps she should focus on her own line with Love Meghan, her own range. And that's what she's now beavering away on when she says she's going to take some time out. Literally, she's looking to think, what can I make and who can I make it with? And will I become suddenly a fashion designer? Going back to the beginning at Vogue, why did she want to get friendly with Vogue? Simple. You see, she wanted to be friendly with Vogue because this would be the launch, you know, literally, to become the new, if you like, Victoria Beckham. She hasn't let go of that row yet. And so consequently, by getting the likes of Anna Wintour on board and reconnecting, even though she's fallen out with the previous editor, Edward Enninful, well, you can understand things are trying to move in a different direction. And she wants you to forget all about the other stuff. And now it's about Meghan, fashion queen. Should Victoria Beckham be worried? What do you think? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.